So before we get here, that starts at the beginning of our season, which is in the middle of November. So we spend about 2 months in Pensacola flying about 10 times a week. And then after that, we actually go to El Centro, California and fly for about 2.5 months straight there, about 15 times a week. And that's just to get ourselves starting in the season. We are about 2/3 of the way through our season right now. And every week we do 1 to 2 training flights at our home base in Pensacola before you can do it.
I know my neighbor's son was flying the 810. Now he's flying the F-35.
Yep.
And his other son's flying the C-130 show.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, but when a crew gets done, will they go out and have to qualify to land on carriers like in a normal?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of our personnel that are finish this job, so half of our pilots leave every year, and they will go back to flying gray F-18s, and they'll go requalify landing the aircraft carrier, and they'll go requalify for their combat operation. So it's this is doing a very different mission than we do every day, but the focus is the same.
Yeah. Is everybody tight together when you're flying? Is there much talking between you, or you got the whole mic and?
Yeah. So everyone has a part in the script. I talk to most of everybody else, but all the wingmen will acknowledge my comm calls. They have certain things to say at very certain times, and those certain things allow us to know that we're all kind of in lockstep together with one another.
I got to mention, so I have a radio scanner, obviously, and we love broadcasting what you do up in the air. And since you're number one, the boss, you're the one making all the calls and having a blast up there. So I gotta say, that is probably the coolest thing ever you get to do is fly around in an F-18 Super Hornet and basically just have fun up there.
Yeah, it's certainly the honor of a lifetime, and I'm certainly humbled to do it every single day.
Yeah.
The men and women of this team put an incredible amount of trust in me that I'm going to put them in the right position
at
the right time, and I trust them to fly incredibly close to me at the same time.
So how close do you guys fly together?
Yeah, so we are in almost our closest sets for the year right now.
Okay.
So we have one more to go. Once we get there, we'll be about 12 to 18 inches apart. Right now, we're about 2 feet apart at our closest sets.
Wow, 2 feet apart. Yeah. So I gotta say, you probably get asked this a lot, but I have to ask, what is probably your most favorite maneuver out of every air show that you do, especially here in Columbus? What is that one maneuver that you look forward to doing?
Yeah, I do get that question a lot. My favorite maneuver is the one that goes best for the day. There's some ones that people like flying more than the others. My personal favorite is the barrel roll break.
Oh, okay.
So it comes from in front of the crowd. We do a large barrel roll off the crowd right, and then we break out past the crowd to crowd left.
Sure.
It's a very long, graceful maneuver. And while it looks very benign, and a lot of our diamond maneuvers look benign, there's an absolutely tremendous amount of work that goes into every maneuver, especially for my wingman. Yeah.
Well, out of all the years that you've been flying in fighter jets, such as the Boeing F-18 Super Hornet, every air show is fantastic, right? But what is that one location that just has all of your crew going, this is so scenic, and this is what I like to perform at?
So there is all different show sites. Everyone's special, everyone's unique. And we like performing at every single one of the 32 we're going to do this year. Everyone always asks me, which is my favorite show site, and I actually tell them it's Pensacola. The reason why is because my family lives there. That's where they're at, and that's where our entire team's family's at. So anytime we get to come back and perform for them, it's pretty special because of the people that are around. But every show site's iconic in its own right.
Right.
This is a beautiful country out here. It's nice and flat, which is exciting for me. And then we get to have the ability to go to places like San Francisco, Annapolis, Maryland, and go fly over places which you'd normally be fired as an aviator for doing.
So where are you from originally?
I'm from Canton, Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Canton, Connecticut. Yeah. So, what made you want to do this? Like being a Blue Angel, and what made you want to do this?
That's a great question. As I was completing my command tour out in California, I was looking for what my next job would be. I'd always enjoyed flying gray jets, with our mission being combat, and going out there protecting the nation. What I was looking for, though, wasn't necessarily to go do that again. I was looking for the same team and the teamwork ethic that I had. And what the incredible thing about the Blue Angels is, I have the ability to work along 160 of the best sailors and Marines in the entire Navy. Everyone's absolutely dedicated to this, and our approach to how we do things on this team is exactly like any fleet squadron, if not more, and that's what drove me to the team.
Wow. Yeah. Well, Adam, looking forward to seeing you here in Columbus, Ohio. Welcome to the Buckeye State, and we're looking forward to hearing your call-outs on the radio, and I've always had lots of people ask me, man, what is it like to just be that guy that calls all the maneuvers and just has an absolute blast? So we're looking forward to seeing you here in Central Ohio, and welcome to Columbus.
Hey, thanks so much.
Thank you, Adam.
Of course.
Hey, I'm Lieutenant Marley, so I'm the supply officer for the Blue Angels.
You spell your first and last.
Sure. M-A-R-A-M-A-S.
And you are a graduate of the Ohio State University.
Yes, sir, I am. Very
You're
proud.
from Ohio?
Yes.
Whereabouts?
I grew up in Dayton.
Okay.
Yes.
So I got to ask, last year when you were performing in Dayton, your hometown, what is that like to be over the place you grew up?
It's amazing. It's a thrill to bring back the professionalism of the United States Navy Marine Corps to my hometown, and also get to show my friends here on the Blue Angels what it's like to be from Ohio, and just that Midwest kindness and that hospitality is really wonderful to bring back to them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Have you ever flown over OSU? Ever seen the shoe from the air?
I have not personally, no. So I'm not a pilot. I don't fly any of these beautiful F-18s, but today when we were arriving on Fat Albert, I peeked my head out the window to see if I could see anything, but unfortunately it's a little overcast today. Didn't get to see much.
Well, hopefully on your departure on Sunday, maybe they'll let you do a little buzz over OSU Stadium with Fat Albert. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I heard our number 7 pilot got to fly over there yesterday twice, so I was a little jealous.
So the flight surgeon was talking about how big of a team it is
Yes.
to keep these birds in the air, if you will. Explain that to folks. What does a supply officer do for the Blue Angels?
Sure. So I lead a team of 10 logisticians who procure everything that the aircraft could need to fly, everything that the maintainers could need to fix it, then everything that a pilot could need to fly the airplane. So that's kind of what my team does. It covers a lot of different areas, but it does make sure that we can execute flawlessly. We have a very high priority mission to showcase that teamwork and professionalism, so we don't want to let our fleet down.
And you said you're from Dayton. Do you have any memories of coming up to Columbus as a kid or growing up?
Oh, definitely. I remember my first Ohio State game when I was younger. It was amazing. It was electric, honestly. I've never experienced anything like it until I went back to Ohio State and graduated from here. Being here in Columbus means a ton to me. This city really shaped me into who I am, and I think made me strong enough to become a Navy supply officer.
That's awesome. Well, here in Central Ohio, I mean, we're all loving the Blue Angels, and thank you for what you do to keep these jets in the air. And that's just so exciting to see you over pretty much your home area.
Yes.
And you said with Columbus meaning a lot to you, what got you into starting with the Blue Angels? Like, what enthusiasted you to be an aviation enthusiast?
Sure. So growing up in Dayton, we have a huge aviation culture there. With being the hometown of the Wright brothers, aviation kind of surrounds you. When I was younger, I wasn't super interested in aviation, so I kind of pursued a different path. When I went to Ohio State to study journalism, I was really excited about telling a story. And that's really something that I kind of got to do now as a Blue Angel, kind of represent the fleet. You don't get to see the sailors and Marines that are out there forward deployed right now because they're off in far corners of the world doing our Navy and Marine Corps mission. So being able to kind of showcase what they do to the American public means a lot to me. But my journey to the Blue Angels started in 2020 when I joined the Navy and I commissioned as a supply officer. I went to my first helicopter squadron in Norfolk, Virginia in 2021, and then I decommissioned that squadron, which was a huge logistic challenge. After that, I was selected for the Blue Angels in 2023, and
Strong.
Too
First, you went through ROTC at Ohio State?
no, I did not,
You
sir.
did not.
Nope.
Okay. Secondly, with the big game coming up next weekend, I know the Chief is from Texas, but do you have any, shipmates that are Texas fans that maybe you have a little bet or background going on?
Oh, it's always a little playful banter with people who love to poke a little fun at Ohio State, but I always like to say, people like to hate on the winners. But being from Ohio State, I'm very proud Buckeye. I love Ohio State football. My husband's from Tennessee, so we had a very interesting last season together. So it's all good fun, and we really love that kind of playful banter.
You got a chance, you got a place picked out next week, you'll be able to watch the game?
I hope so. Next week we'll actually be in Branson, Missouri, so I'll have to find somewhere there to watch it. Good luck, guys. Thank you.
Just wrapped up rehearsal day here at the Columbus Airshow 2025. Got the cart all packed up here. Here's where we were. Got the stage right there. Bunch of jets parked. It's going to be awesome. We'll see you guys on Friday.